Alrighty, GSPRO new course here, Staley Farms Golf Club, D-Lud Hobbies, GSPRO courses coming at ya. Starting off with 390 par 4, taking a very nice line. And good stats there, 142, 32, plus 3, 12. We stay in there, we're going to be okay. Big hook here on the first, finding the middle of the green, but that's a 3-putt with the auto putt circles. And so we're starting off with a bogey. Staley Farms, one of the very new courses, I think came out on the 17th of October. I don't know when this will air, but it will air soon. Bogey on the first. Par 5 next. Seems like it could be reachable with a good poke. In the rough, a little spinny. Hitting a good second. It's got a bounce left though. Not quite getting there. Sit. Little long there on the birdie approach, and that's going to be a par. Moving on to the third hole, 118. Starts off on a nice line, drawing away from the small part of the green and sitting in the birdie circle and back to even. Fourth hole, 350-yard par 4 and a little bit of a slicer off the tee, headed for some water, but it's going to catch a bit of the fairway and then roll into the rough. 145 remaining, and a solid strike there, get over the bunker. Oh, just barely missing a kick forward and a little bit of a kick right. Good effort there and saving par. Done deal. Still even going to 5. One thing I'll say about Staley Farms is these little broken up fairways are very cool. The layout is very cool. We got a bunch of over water type shots and then some very interesting greens. I gotta say, some of these pin locations were outrageous. This one, for instance, getting a birdie there was big time, because that was a ridiculous pin location tucked way in there. And I think this was the Thursday pins. Like, you give Thursday golfers this treatment, that's rough. Safe shot here to the left of the flag. And so far, ball's coming off pretty good. Swing looks pretty good. Seventh hole is a 380-yard par 4. Kind of a fluffy, spinny drive right there, and then trying to hit 161 down the hill. Oh, just missing another birdie. Shorter par 3 here. And I believe that is just a 3-wood, something like that. Just hit out on a good line. 213 and 111 left. I don't seem to like it very much, and that's because it's short. Bad luck rolling all the way to the fringe. Now forced to chip to try and save a score here. Pretty good chip, and that's going to save the par.
100-win teams, the Braves, the Dodgers, 111, all out.
141 yards, 34 backspin. Sorry, 141 ball speed, 34 backspin. Plus, I'm keeping track of some driver stats because I've had my ball speed drop below 140, which is kind of unusual with the driver. And then I'm trying always to just get that spin to be in a safe place. Just missing a par there. And then really duffing the chip, but it's going to work out because it was so bad. 134 up the hill. Just a little bit right the whole way and a little bit short. 11th hole here. We are still at -1. So, I mean, -1 through 11. Things are doing okie dokie. Kind of a high spinner there. 20-degree launch is too high. 43 spin is too high. And then a huge yank there to the left side of the green and some fluff. I just play this kind of like a bad bunker shot and come up just a little bit short. There's a chink in the armor. A bogey on the card again. And it sets up a 180-yard 12th hole par 3. And that shot, I mean, it was exactly what I wanted to do. The fact that it didn't spin as much or stop in that little tiny circle that's imaginary really doesn't matter. If you hit that in real life, you'd be pumped. 13th, we go over the tree, which ends up not being the best angle of anything. Blocked off over here. So now trying to hit a draw with this hybrid iron, and comes out super slicey. So a difficult third shot now off of a hill, and it kind of comes up short and not so great. And then trying to find 30 yards, and that was played perfection. Gonna save par there. And moving to 14th, still even. I didn't really aim very well, but hit the right club to come up just short of that bunker. And some rough, but 72 yards, manageable of course. And just missing some zip from the rough. Maybe took some spin off. Yep, 77 spin percentage. Here's a bad drive. Just closed the face completely on a par 5 trying to get after it. And it ends up out of bounds. So the only thing to do is re-tee. And I wish I was this calm when I go through these. But just like in real life, you could have a great round going and then hit one out of bounds, and you just know that this is going to be a score on your card that you're not going to be pumped with. It's got a really difficult green here, surrounded by water, and the pin, again, is basically illegal on the water's edge. So I go way to the right and just try and get into the 2-putt circle, and I don't. And so that is a triple bogey. With the out of bounds and the 3-putt, which, I mean, let's not kid ourselves here. An out of bounds and then a 3-putt, that can happen at any time to any person. So we are now at +3 onto the 16th hole. Remember, we're at Staley Farms Golf Club, which so far has been really good. I like the layout, the hazards, everything but the Thursday pin locations have been outrageous. A good save there on 16, remaining at +3, and now we're headed to 17th. That's the kind of drive I'm seeing where attack angle and launch are fine, +3 and 15, but ball speed and backspin are way not correct. Well, I mean not correct, but got to work on it to get ball speed back up and spin back down. Alright, safely with the par there. 18th hole, 314 yards, hitting a driving iron off the tee, landing it just in the rough. 112 remaining there, back up towards the clubhouse, and that comes up super short. That looked kind of chunky. Yeah, the way good reenactment. Chipping now on 18, trying to get something, and unfortunately that goes through. That's going to be a bogey. That's going to be +4 for the entire round. What did you guys think about Staley Farms and a 35 on the front? Subscribe for more courses, a bunch coming out soon.